Imagine, right, just for a second, there's a magical genie and they can grant you one of these two wishes. One is to take 1 million active subscribers on YouTube, or they'll give you instead $1 million in your actual bank account. Which one of those two would you take? Would you take the 1 million active subscribers on YouTube, or would you be better off taking the $1 million in your bank account? Which one would you take? Which one's better? Quickly leave your answers in the comment section below. I actually really want to know what you guys said. If you first of all said to take 1 million in the bank over 1 million active subscribers, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you probably did say that. However, I'm here to tell you that that's the wrong thing you should have took. Now, in today's video, I'm actually going to be breaking down exactly why that is and what the number one thing you should be focusing on and investing in 2023 is, and what you should be doing for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years of your life. Now, let me break this down just real quick and explain why attention is the number one investment. If you see me looking over here, it's just because I got a couple of notes I want to go through. Now, again, number one, I need to break this down. Having $1 million in a bank is cool and all, but having 1 million subscribers on YouTube is actually more beneficial than having $1 million in the bank account. This sounds crazy, but let me explain why. Now, there's gonna be a guy in the comment section saying, what if your subscribers are all fake and all that sort of stuff? No, we're talking about 1 million active subscribers are engaged and sold and bought in to you as a person. That's what I'm basically saying, or $1 million in your bank account. Now, first of all, I wanna break this down. Now, let's actually show you why having 1 million subscribers is actually way better. Let's say, right, just 1% of your actual subscribers, 1% of 1 million is still 10,000 people. Let's say you've got just 1% of the people that are actually subscribed to you. That's 1 million. 1% of that is 10,000 people. That means you've got 10,000 potential customers to sell to at any one given time. Now, let's say you can convert only 1% of those dudes, right? So let's say you've got 10,000 active people. Out of those 10,000 actual people that will buy something from you, you've got 1 million subscribers, 1% of them is 10,000. Out of those 10,000 active buyers, only half of those people, so 5,000 people, actually take you up on maybe one of your programs. Let's say you're an online fitness person or an online business coach or a consultant or some sort of entrepreneur that has something to sell. Even if you don't have something to sell, you can always come up with some sort of online program on maybe how you built your channel to 1 million subscribers. Or you could even come out with some sort of product to sell to people, even merch. Even if you got 1 million subscribers on your actual YouTube channel, you'll probably be able to sell merch and still make more than the $1 million in the bank account. Let me explain just where I was going with my point though initially. So you've got 10,000 people out of your 1 million subscribers that are actively, bought into you and actually buy something. But just to be harsh, we're gonna say that, it's gonna slash that in half and say that only 5,000 people are actually willing to buy and actually take out their credit card and they actually do buy something. If you actually sell some sort of service or product, even at just $500 per person, right? Let's say you've got an online course, an online program, genuinely good online program by the way. If you're selling $500 worth of that to 5,000 people, you're gonna make back 2.5 million from your YouTube channel. Guys, I need you to understand this because this is the power of personal branding. You're gonna literally make 2.5 million from a $500 program whilst doing very minimal work, and the work is upfront if you've got an online program. This is what these gurus are doing, and this is why people that have huge audiences are winning. And the whole point of this video and the whole premise of me making this video is to show you exactly why focusing on creating content like I'm doing right now, creating a YouTube channel, creating just some sort of content where your name's out there, your face is out there, will actually be more beneficial to you than anything else you can possibly invest in right now. Let's think about it. If you was to invest in the S&P 500 right now, or just the stock market in general, and you put $1 million in, after a year, you might get an 8 to 12% return on that, which is cool. But it's not a 2.5 million pound return back or $2.5 million return back, because if you've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube and you sell a $500 product, a course, online program, something to help people that genuinely works, and you have a good reputation and people are bought in, even if you just get 5,000 people out of your subscribers, 1 million subscribers that is, to convert at that particular price point, you're making 2.5 million back. Now, let me not even get into the fact that even if you was just to sell a $1,000 kind of online program, you would only need to convert 1,000 people out of 1 million people. That is literally 0.1% of your audience, not even 1%. 1% of your audience would be literally 10,000 people. a tenth of that would be 1,000. So that's 0.1%. So all you need to do is convert 1% of people in your audience to actually make $1 million. $1,000 times 1,000 people is $1 million US. So you'll actually make your million right back. So having 1 million one time as well in your bank account can only spend once. Let me give you an example. There's only 1 million in your bank account, and honestly, the actual interest rates right now, the way the economy is going in 2023, is not even going to keep up with inflation. Inflation is on some runaway effect right now, honestly, guys. Like, the recession is imminent if it's not already here. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is having 1 million in the bank is actually stupid. Most entrepreneurs that actually are, that have high net worth know that keeping $1 million in the bank, first of all, it's not even secure, because over here in the UK, only £85,000 of your actual money is secure by the, I think it's called the FCS or something like that, FSC or something like that, but it's only 85,000 in your bank account at any one given time is protected. That basically means if you have 100 grand in a bank account, only 85% of that is actually insured and covered. So if that bank goes bust, you'll actually lose 15 grand out of that. I know this because I've actually had to open multiple bank accounts and just keep putting 85K of money into each bank account just to max them out, quite literally, and to keep them all insured as well. It's absolutely insane, because I know that banks are still going to start failing, which is what happens in a recession, unfortunately. So you want to make sure that your money is protected. So number one, it's not even safe. Number two, you're actually going to end up losing money due to inflation. It's actually called quantitative easing. Quantitative easing is basically the printing of money, which then makes the value of money drop, because it's basic supply and demand. There's lots of money and basically zero demand for it. It's nuts, guys. It's almost like the old cliche story of, I think it was like back in Soviet Russia or something like that, or one of those countries, don't quote me on this, where there was wheelbarrows full of money and people were emptying out the money, like literally stacks of money in wheelbarrows, and people were emptying the wheelbarrows out, taking the actual wheelbarrow itself, because a wheelbarrow was worth more than that entire stack of cash that was inside filling up the wheelbarrow. That's exactly what's going on when you start printing money. The actual, inflation starts increasing. Your purchasing power per dollar, per pound that you have decreases because things become more expensive. AKA a pint of milk might have been 99p before, now it's going up to £2, £3. So your actual, first of all, your money is actually decreasing due to inflation. So if you put $1 million in the bank, you might lose 10% of its value, 20% of its value, or something crazy like that during a recession. So it's actually not even safe. Number two is that even if the economy was stable, it's still £1 million in the bank, which can only be spent once. You can't do nothing with $1 million. I mean, you can obviously buy a lot of stuff and invest it and make it and flip it and stuff like that, but it only spends once. If you've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you can continuously market to them, continuously grow that audience, continuously push out new products. You can leverage that audience for years to come. Not only that, but your audience actually compounds over time. I can tell you this now, sat at like 18 to 19,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel at this moment in time. It compounds over time. It actually grows exponentially as you go along. I remember times where I was only gaining maybe 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers a day. Now we're gaining maybe 27 subscribers, 40 subscribers sometimes. I've seen it go up to like 50 subscribers in a single day. I've even had like 90 subscribers in a single day. So it actually compounds over time and you build trust with a name. This is why personal branding is so important, guys. I've also noticed as well, guys, that I've not even mentioned AdSense yet. So AdSense is what Google pays you for your views. So if you've got 1 million subscribers on your YouTube channel, right, you're going to end up with a lot of views. And because you've got a lot of views on your YouTube channel, advertisers that want to, run ads will actually pay YouTube to run ads and show their ads in front of your videos. And because you've got a huge channel and you've got lots of views and people watching your channel, maybe you've got millions of views on your YouTube channel. Because you've got millions of views on YouTube channel, YouTube themselves will pay you to allow other advertisers to show their ads in front of your YouTube videos. So for example, maybe on this video that you're watching right now, unless you've got like ad blocker on, you probably saw some sort of ad being shown to you by somebody who's not me. I'm getting paid for that. In fact, let me give you some real statistics right here. So right now I have around, just call it 18,000 because this is an old screenshot. Let's say I've got 18,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which, I've only just surpassed 19,000 subscribers. By the way, if you're subscribed, I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to show you all this crazy stuff and why all these gurus are winning, by the way, with these personal brands. Now, again, I have, back when I had 18,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I was getting paid, and I'm getting paid a little bit more than this now. it was 1.2K from YouTube AdSense alone. So Google AdSense, it's called Google AdSense because Google owns YouTube. And this is like a passive payment. I drop 3 YouTube videos a week. I get paid 1.2K to do so, which is crazy, by the way, because that actually covers my brand new Porsche. I literally just picked up a brand new car, whoop to do, he's got a new car, blah, blah, blah. Not to show that off, but I want to show you what the capabilities are of this. I get paid 1.2K in Google AdSense passively, and I can just take that and literally just pay off my car with it, like on finance, quite literally. And I'm driving a brand new car pretty much for free at that point, passively. I don't really have to put much effort into these YouTube videos. I mean, I do for you guys, but that's just a nice cherry on top. I don't really think of like, and again, I don't really recommend starting a YouTube channel for the AdSense, but I just want to show you some statistics right here. I personally, me myself, I'm making 1.2K from Google AdSense. And look how I've only got 18,000 subscribers. So let's assume my numbers stay the same and do the maths and reverse engineer this. Just real quick then. So 1 million is 55 times bigger than 18K. So if you take 1 million, like 1 million subscribers, and you divide it by 18,000, it ends up being, the number ends up being 55.555 recurring or something like that, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is that if I had 1 million subscribers, my channel would need to be 55 times bigger than what it is right here, right now. And I'd have 1 million subscribers. So assuming all the numbers stay the same and the Google AdSense numbers stay the same, that basically means I can take the 1.2K British pounds, by the way, that's like 1.5K USD, I believe that is. And if I times that by 55.5, you know, assuming that everything, you know, moves linearly and scales kind of like linearly, AKA because I've got 1.2K being made now from 18K, if my channel was 55 times bigger, I should be making 55 times more. It's probably off because normally when you build a 1 million subscriber channel, you probably get more and more and more views. So it's probably even more than this. So long story short, even if we just take these numbers and we just scale it linearly, right? We take the 1.2K that I'm making right now and we times it by 55.5, assuming that everything stays the same, I would be making right now from YouTube AdSense, or should I say Google AdSense alone, which is, I'd be making 66.6K in ad spend alone per month just from my YouTube channel by doing 3 videos a week. 3 20-minute videos a week. That's 1 hour's worth of work. Maybe 2 hours of research on the videos. Editing, that's all done by my editor. Shout out to my editor, by the way. So that's a 799K return each year. And that's each year. So while somebody else has got $1 million in a bank account, being sat there, getting eaten away by inflation, we're getting paid by AdSense, by YouTube themselves, AKA we're making 66K per month, every single month, pretty much passively. And by the way, I've seen channels like Iman Gadgets, for example. Shout out to Iman Gadgets if you're ever watching this, but he's gone and scaled his YouTube channel all the way past 1 million. I think he's at like 1.4 million. And he posted just the other day that he's actually giving away all of his AdSense. His AdSense comes out to 150K, 125K or something like that. It was over 100K a month, put it that way, from a channel that was around 1 million. Absolutely insane. So as you can see, that's 1.2 million in AdSense. Even if it was just, you know, and again, it was over 100K. I think it was like close to 125K in AdSense, which is absolutely insane because that's pretty much passive to the dude. Obviously, he has to put, you know, effort into creating his videos. He makes awesome videos, but that's pretty much passive. And again, I'm not recommending starting a channel just for the AdSense, but I'm showing you the possibilities between 1 million subscribers and 1 million in the bank, and why content is the #1 thing you should be investing in 2023. So let's assume that I have my numbers scale linearly. I'll be making 66K from AdSense alone, which is already 799K a year. Plus, if I can just sell 5,000 people on a $500 product, which should not be hard at all. I actually convert quite a lot of people from my actual YouTube channel into my consulting services quite easily. And they pay me 3K, for example, 5K. It's not actually that difficult. If you've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, it would be easy to convert at least 1,000 people out of the 1 million. That's 0.1%. In fact, if you can't do that, you've got something wrong and you need to probably come and work with me so I can actually teach you this. So if you've got 1 million subscribers and you're not making at least 1 million from a YouTube channel, please hit me up. I'm not even joking. I can help you right there, right here, right now. Because all you need to do is scale this linearly with the numbers. And funny thing is, I probably do make a lot more money from my audience than a lot of bigger channels that got like 300, 400, 500K subscribers. In fact, I've been told this before by other people that have worked with businesses that have business owners that have channels that are like 100K subscribers. I'm not even joking. I was on a call the other day. So that's already 66K a month call it 800K a year, plus the 2.5 mil from just converting 5,000 people on a $500 product, which is very easy to do. That's already what, 3.2 million. So as you can see, the number one thing you can be focusing on right now in 2023 is not property. It's not the stock market. It's not crypto. It's not this thing or that thing. It's actually investing into sitting down and creating content that people actually want and building an audience and building your name, building your brand, building your personal brand. So as you can see, guys, the most important thing you can actually be focusing on right now, 2023, is creating content, building an audience. Why do you think people like Alex Becker, Alex Hormozi, Sam Ovens? Why do you think all these, even Elon Musk, why do you think Elon Musk is on social media so much? Look how influential Elon Musk is. He could tweet something about a company and that stock market will drop or it will increase. That sort of power only comes from having a huge audience. I think he's so influential that he's actually been in trouble with certain institutions because he's so influential that he can actually drop people's stock price, which is absolutely insane. So make sure you understand that growing a personal brand is the greatest investment you can focus on right now. Greater than investing into property, greater than investing into friggin' Warren Buffett himself, greater investment than anything you can possibly do. Creating content. Attention is the new income. Now I'm going to leave it at that. And if you guys do want help building out your personal brand, because it's not just about throwing videos on YouTube, I wish it was, but there's much more into it than this. Like I said earlier, there's people with 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 200,000 subscribers, and they're not making anything from their channels. They're not able to convert, they're not able to monetize it. So if you need help with all of this, building out your funnel, building out your personal brand, building out a consulting business on the back end, or even an info product, or even an agency on the back end, let me know, click the link in below, book in a call with me, and we'll talk one-to-one, see what we can do for you. And anyway, guys, that's all for today's video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys need help with obviously building out your personal brand, click the link below. But make sure in 2023, you're focusing on building out content. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Peace.